Hey, how's it going, everybody? You probably don't know who I am. And for people who do come here to listen to my music, I do apologize. This video is not an ordinary video, not something I would make unless I felt extremely passionate like I do right now and had very strong feelings towards a certain individual on the YouTube as well as apologetic Christian platform. So you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if apologetics is a completely new word to you, then you can just click off this video. It's probably not relevant. However, today I wanted to put out a warning, I suppose, as well as pose a question, maybe even at the end, of why exactly Daily Dose of Wisdom is promoting an MLM. So let me explain myself because I don't want to make baseless accusations. So Daily Dose of Wisdom, if you are unsure and still watching this video for some reason, is a popular apologetic YouTube page with almost 1 million subscribers. Now, I've been a follower of apologetics very closely and have watched lots and lots of Daily Dose of Wisdom's videos, and they have personally helped me on my faith journey. This video is not to attack any of the apologetic videos that Daily Dose of Wisdom puts out, because I do personally feel like there is a lot of valuable information and commentary that comes from those. This is a not attack on the information and the knowledges that he promotes. And I would also like to say that I don't know, he may genuinely believe in what he is promoting. However, there's just some things that bothered me. So he put out a video recently talking about how he had a project that he was working on where he was kind of alluding to what it was, saying that it was something to the effect of a business that put out products that were natural and that were not from big box stores, locally made, I suppose. It was kind of vague. I will be honest with you, I like the idea of that. I want to support local. I want to buy organic things, fill my house with things, all for the same price I'm paying now. That sounds excellent. Okay, I was thinking maybe more of like an application of some kind that he was maybe helping direct, that kind of promoted more pro-Christian, more pro-organic businesses that weren't owned by these big major companies. So I joined this meeting with that in my head, knowing this Christian YouTuber helps people in the faith, thinking, well, he's probably not going to promote something that is an MLM, right? Didn't even cross my mind. I'm in the meeting. About an hour goes by and I don't really know what the product is. I don't know what the business model is. I'm not really sure what's going on still. So I'm kind of texting my wife. I'm talking back and forth with her, like, because my wife is big MLM, will crack down on it. And she's like, oh my gosh, I think this might be an MLM. So I get the name of it, and you may have heard of it. It's Melaleuca. It's Melaluca. So when I look into if Melaleuca is an MLM, I do get mixed answers. However, their business model is by basic definition MLM. So you do have to pay, and you are required to pay monthly fees to participate in the program. So anybody who's not familiar with how an MLM works, that's basically what you have to do, right? You have to buy something or pay into something to then have the opportunity to make the money, okay? Now, I will also add that there may be people out there that are involved with this, with Melaleuca, that kind of thing, and may say, you know what, it's not a scam, I don't believe you. That's totally fine. There were some odd things going on in the meeting, however, and I was there. In the meeting, for some reason, we could have our cameras on, but they wouldn't let us unmute our mics. That was a little strange to me at first. When I started being a little bit skeptical about the program and what we were going to be doing and how exactly we would make money, I went to go put in the chat to start asking questions, maybe to the general chat, because there's about 60 of us in there. And the chat was only able to be between the two hosts and not Daily Dose of Wisdom, who was actually there and was kind of just looking over everything, but the two hosts that are actually setting up the program with him. So I thought that was kind of weird. A lot of people apparently were asking if they could ask questions now. And then at one point they said, well, save your questions. We'll have a private discussion later after the presentation. And mind you, this is over an hour at this point that this presentation is still going on. And I'm still not really sure what the company is about. I just wanted to say that it is something that bothered me deeply. Daily Dose of Wisdom, I love your videos. I'm a big fan. I think that you have some excellent influence, and that's exactly why I felt like I needed to make the video. It just bothers me a little bit because where you are in a skeptic side of the YouTube platform and of apologetics, you're telling us to be skeptic. It just feels kind of contradictory to promote an MLM, if that makes sense. And you know what? Prove me wrong. I really hope I'm wrong about this. I really hope that that is not the case. However, if you are a watcher of Daily Dose of Wisdom's videos, please be wary and be cautious of this program. Please do not get caught up in MLM. Christians, I'm speaking directly to you. Just from my personal experience, my wife and I both, through different churches, Christians tend to be a little more susceptible to the MLM marketing model. I've had a few friends of mine personally that have fell a victim to it. This is not something you really want to get involved in. But yeah, I don't want any trouble, anything like that. I'm willing to step back and change my perspective if I am wrong about this. However, I would not be making this video if I did not feel strongly about this situation. So I hope you all understand where I'm coming from. Don't feel the need to subscribe to me or watch any of my other videos. Simply go do the research for yourself and find out. Yep. Love you. Peace.